Welcome to a discussion this afternoon on the sedimentation and centrifugation world markets. There's a companion video on the centrifuge market that was posted here in the last day or two as well. And that's a large portion of the total, but there are cyclones, clarifiers, and other ways to sediment, separate particles by sedimentation and centrifugation, which are covered in this report. So we won't dwell on the centrifuges here, but we will cover the report in general, which does include the centrifuges, but these other products as well. And there's 50,000 forecasts by all these different industries, as you can see here. And then all these subjects with clarifiers, decanters, dissolved air flotation, hydrocyclones, and other centrifuge types. And we provide every record includes the continent. It also includes the region. And then it covers all the individual countries. The other exception is that there would be other East Asia and other East Europe. So you have 80 entities, and some of those small countries like Liechtenstein or Monaco would all be grouped together, but Ukraine would be separate, and UAE is separate, and Uzbekistan and so forth, they're all separately covered. And then you can click on any combination and see the markets by industry. You can see them by subject, and then of course you can break that down by country and so forth too. But these are the markets, as you can see here, that the centrifuge markets are quite large. The clarifier markets are big, but more diverse. The centrifuges would have more concentrated numbers of suppliers. So this provides the forecast, and we're doing this up through 2024. You get Excel spreadsheets along with this for every country and every product, and out through 2024. There's a networking directory that goes along with it as well, and you can click by individual company, and you can see all these different companies. But if you'd like to do it just by product, you can hit this particular button here and go down to any selected subject here. Let's take flotation, hit submit, and then you can look at any particular supplier for people and even go to their websites. So very quickly you've gone from very general to very specific information about a particular company. So we'll go back to the main report now, as it's as you can see, is one of many reports that we have on these subjects. And the advantage is that we're able to look at all the processes and then look at all the components in each one of those processes with all these different reports that we have. We do have an intelligence system with information on some of the articles that are being written here, and so MBR products and so forth here, the details, and then you click on the complete article. I wanted to go back to the forecasting for a minute because I did want to show you the fact that we also forecast other aspects. So when it comes to, for instance, the food industry, for example, we have food production in every country of the world on a continuing basis. And this allows us and allows you to make even further prognostications and projections because that's really where all these things start. And we have what we call this market share hierarchy. And obviously you have to know what the food production is in every country and then segment it by food type and so forth. But this is a starting point. And then we do have, on a custom basis, you can get edible oil in each country, and you can get sugar, cane sugar production or beet sugar production or any one of the others. Going along the sides, we have lots of information on specific applications. So if you went, for instance, into metalworking, we have specific applications, but then we actually have an industry analysis too. And for instance, this gives you an overview of the metalworking industry. And for the U.S., for example, we have how much each one of these metalworking industries discharges in terms of water and how much water is being recirculated by cooling. Then we take some of the EPA information and we have profiles with thousands of individual companies and sub-applications, so forth. We list actually every metalworking company that has any toxic pollutants, either to the air or water, which is many, many thousands of them. And so we have a separate industry segment for each major industry, and metalworking being one of them. So going back to the World Markets report again and going down the side, let's go down to municipal wastewater as an example. And again, let's go to the industry analysis portion of it and look at the overview. And then let's actually look at the forecast and take 2020. And we start with the secondary wastewater treatment capacity additions, as well as primary capacity additions in every country as the basis of making municipal wastewater forecasts. But these are updated and we provide that information to you in this manner. So you don't have to just rely on our forecasts if you want to see the underlying information. We have it in the report. So I'd like to thank you for spending some time on this and remind you that we do have a very separate detailed video on the centrifuges. And Bob McIlvaine is my name, and I'd be glad to answer any of your questions at 847-226-2391.